the famous Hyde Park Speaker's Corner. But if you're like me, I kind of want to know what is outside of Hyde Park Speaker's Corner. You know, what is this area that a lot of the Duaat come to? So we're going to take a look at what's beside or outside of Hyde Park, and maybe give you some insight into how people actually physically get here, whether by train or bus. So one way is obviously taking the double-decker here. It's nice and cold today, Sunday, December 11th. It's around 11 a.m. That's why not a lot of speakers are here, because they usually get here around noontime. So I took the train here. I came at Marble Arch Station. The UK has a really, really good transportation system, actually, if you can learn how to use it. A ton of tourists come through here. In fact, there's even walking tours as well, bus tours. I'm gonna see if I can get myself some oatmeal, inshallah. The only thing is, London is super expensive. I don't know how they do it. Which is ironic, because it's closer to Asia. But it's like I said, I'm talking about your day-to-day products. So what a lot of people do is they typically just go to Tesco and buy like a meal from there. They have a lot of ready-made meals. Or you can do your own shopping. Grocery shopping, that is. Sainsbury local, that's like their version of the pharmacies. In Canada we have Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall. I promise it's not sponsored by... This video is not sponsored by anybody, inshallah. Take a look back at Hyde Park there. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, this is it. I think everyone, if I'm not mistaken, I think everyone should have like a Hyde Park Speaker's Corner in their city, especially if you live in a metropolitan city. I know someone tried to do it once in Toronto, Canada. I don't know if it was successful or not. California, there's some Dawah activities, alhamdulillah, through the One Message Foundation. Toronto, we do have some street Dawah, of course, at Dundas Square and other places, but sometimes those areas are just filled with like music, and literally it's kind of difficult to have a conversation sometimes because there's too many festivals going on. And also, I think you get some more civilized people, if I can say that. It's just my assumption so far, at Hyde Park Speaker's Corner, because with some of the places in downtown Toronto, it's just, unfortunately, a lot of people who are drunk or on drugs. May Allah protect us, may Allah guide us. So inshallah, I think that's a project that, you know, we can look into. How can we work with the local municipality or local city to get some kind of place where people can have positive engagements, positive discussions. I think Canadians and Americans, we might look incapable of that sometimes, but I think we can have it, inshallah. So again, if you're watching this video, inshallah, the take home here today is not just, of course, alhamdulillah, we all benefit from the du'at. May Allah bless them all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jal bless all of the du'at in Hyde Park Speaker's Corner. But the question is that how can we ourselves get more involved in dawah, breaking down misconceptions, building bridges, calling people to La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And I've gotten a few ideas already. One is that you actually don't need a ton of camera equipment as you might think, literally. And I've asked a few of the actual du'at about this in the UK, who you might know on YouTube. Some of them literally just use a phone, one phone to record, that's standing on a tripod. So it's just three pieces of equipment. It's just three pieces of equipment. I'm going to tell you about them now. It's a phone, a tripod, and a microphone or a second phone. Just three things, that's it. And as you know, video editing takes a long time, but a lot of these guys, alhamdulillah, they don't even edit their videos, they just upload them. So it's not very time consuming as you might think, alhamdulillah. Let's actually cross the street here. So to my knowledge, it's just a phone, one phone, right? iPhone, your Android, sitting on top of a tripod. Now you've got your video. But the second thing is obviously you need your audio as well. So a lot of people just use a second phone, or they'll use those clip phones. I'm sure you've seen them in the videos. Those phones that you can just clip on. Last but not least, of course, is the niyyah, of course, and the knowledge. That's probably the most important part. Ikhlas, wal niyyah, and having the ilm, inshallah. So I don't recommend going alone. Don't do dawah alone. Always go with someone. That ensures two things. That ensures safety, and also if you don't know a question, maybe the other brother does. But yeah, there's a lot of free dawah training online happening nowadays. A lot of du'at, a lot of mashayikh, Rabbi zidni ilma. We make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us in knowledge. You can get in touch with your local masjid, ask them, what are the basics? What are the basics that I need to study for dawah, inshallah? Like tawheed and iman, adab al-talib ilm, very important, manners of a student of knowledge, 40 hadith al-nawawi, the Quran, having a relationship with the Quran, being able to recite it properly, maybe a little bit of Arabic, a little bit of basics in fiqh, inshallah, tazkiyah, right, akhirah, knowing that the akhirah is always the goal, inshallah. Better to ask those qualified in the mashayikh, your local imams, about this topic rather than myself.